Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, The Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the Occult family is hybridnation. Now, that term that I use, hybridnation, really I'm pointing in reference to transhumanism, is where you're using science and technology to improve humanity as well as the animal kingdom. Now, on the surface, it seems good because you get a cure for diseases, humans get to live longer. But the thing is this, there's never going to be a utopian society. So what they're doing is they're selling that to people, and they're not telling you certain universal and natural laws they're willing to break, not only for profit, not only for gain, but for this, oh, well, we can make humanity a better place. And it reminds me of Jeff Goldblum's character in the first Jurassic Park, where he said, you're so preoccupied that you could have did something, you didn't think, should I do something? In other words, don't get so blinded by your ambition that you don't think of consequences later on down the line. Because there was a prohibit bill that was passed by George Bush Jr. 2006 where he was blocking the merging of human and the chimeras. Not to mention that when they're trying to make these advancements, what they've started doing was they took and combined pig DNA with human DNA. So they could use this to put in organs in humans. So the human wouldn't be able to reject it because it was part human and part pig. But it doesn't stop there. They've had spider goats and they wanted to get the web from that for advancement leading to making better nets and military vests. And the first baby was born in 2010 in the United Kingdom with 3 parents. And feminists now, they're on board because they want it set up from the transhumanist standpoint where you have people that are born with not only both, organs, it has no gender, and they wonder where this being, if it appears masculine, it'll have feminine DNA. In other words, men can get pregnant. They're pushing this hard. And an immortality gene where they want it where men and women can live up to 1,000 years. But they basically want to push that for this creation of a super soldier. Now, this is where the dilemma comes in. Okay, that will throw the Bill of Rights in disarray. Because let's say you have an animal and a human. Only humans are protected in the Bill of Rights. So how exactly would you do that? What guarantees is it to a mutate? That's the problem number one. The other problem is this. Okay, you want a genderless state, or you're working with creating a synthezoid and all that. Besides the Bill of Rights, this goes against natural selection. In other words, this breaks the rules of evolution, because if humanity is going to change, there's always going to be anomalies, and this will lead to advancements or going to another race. So that's breaking against evolution, not to mention divine law. And here's where the occult comes in. They want to combine humans with the eyes of cats or dogs or even leopards so they can see auras and they can detect spirits and ghosts. And again, on the surface, it sounds good, but now you're stepping on the toes of not only angels, but demons. Instead of what? Not cheating the process and doing things naturally. Like I said, again, on the surface, it is. And you have to be a critical thinker here. If the problem is overpopulation, why would you set it up where a person can live 1,000 years if there's not enough resources and food on the planet? So who's going to have access to living to 1,000 years? My money says the ruling elite and those that come from their bloodline. Because why would you want some homeless person to live to 1,000 years? And America is experimenting on humans now and have been doing so since the 50s. You could go back to that with the LSD experiments. America experiments on humans like the dispossessed, the homeless, soldiers, and also people that you're not really going to miss, like those in prison. So basically, there's a race right now because they're getting private funding, they're getting grants, and you can go to DARPA and check out what they're doing and download some of their papers. So this hybrid nation is coming, and it is scary, it is dangerous. Dr. Moreau is here along with Dr. Frankenstein. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I'm the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.